One officer, one defiant driver, and one traffic stop that spirals into absolute chaos. But the real question is, were the officer's commands justified, or did this stop go off the rails from the start?
Okay, so you're on the road driving.
Yes.
Were you at a stoplight?
No.
So did he cut you off?
No.
Okay. So he just pulls out in front of you. Everything seems fine except for the fact that he has a red tape on the brake light.
Yes, ma'am. Protective equipment.
Okay. And at which point, because of that, you go ahead and just run his plate?
Yes.
Okay. So you pull him over eventually, correct?
Yes.
And then you pull him over because of these two infractions. True?
Yeah, I pulled him over from lack of automobile insurance and defective.
Okay. So you pull him over for those reasons. You approach going to which side first, the driver's side or passenger side?
Passenger.
And when you get over to the passenger side, he rolls his window down.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. And what do you do when he doesn't roll that window down?
I switched to the driver's side.
Okay. When he comes to the driver's side, does he roll his window down?
Yeah.
Okay. And in talking to you, do you come to learn that his windows are broken? Does he tell you?
His operator side window, solely his window, he claims it's broken, yes.
Okay. So he says that's broken. What do you do once you find out that that's broken?
I asked him for his driver documentation
From the passenger window.
from the rear operator side window, which he has down about a third of the way.
Okay. So he's able to roll down that window about a third of the way. Okay.
I don't know if he did roll it down. It was down a third of the way though.
Okay. So it's rolled down a third of the way. And so you use that window now to talk to him.
To attempt to, yes.
Okay. And he does talk to you. True?
He talks at.
Okay. He talks at you. And while he's talking at you, he's questioning what's going on, correct?
He's not questioning it, no. He's commanding that my stop under the
Okay. So you don't ever tell him why you pulled him over?
No, he was not holding over.
Okay. And so he's talking to you and he's telling you why he thinks that's inappropriate. What is he telling you about that?
I don't recall the exact specific.
Okay. And so he's telling you that he believes the stop is inappropriate. At this point, because he won't roll down his window all the way, is there some law that says he has to roll the window down all the way? To your knowledge?
That's my knowledge.
Okay. So he won't roll the window down all the way. And at which point you indicate you start to become concerned because he doesn't like being stopped, correct?
With additional factors, that is a reason for concern, yes.
Okay. And so at some point you ask him to step out of the car.
I ordered him to, yes.
Okay. So you order him to step out of the car and you're ordering him to step out of the car because he wouldn't roll the window down all the way?
That's partially why, yes.
Okay. And again, is not rolling the window down all the way unlawful?
No.
Okay. And so, and there's no law against that.
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
That's fair. So you ask him to roll the window down all the way. You indicate that that made you suspicious of him and asked him to get out of the car, even though it's, again, not unlawful, correct?
No, I've indicated several times that there was additional factors.
Okay. And you're saying that he's in the car, he's moving around, correct?
Yes.
And it doesn't appear to you that he's moving around to find a license or a registration or insurance, correct? But he's reaching over. What type of moving around is he doing that leads you to believe he's not going to look for those things?
He has his hands in the air, which is generally not.
This is heartbreaking and alarming. When a suspect begs to be shot, officers must make split-second decisions while following strict use-of-force rules. These moments are where training meets raw human crisis. What would you do in that situation?
It's generally not where I have documentation.
Okay, so his hands are up in the air, but he's posing a threat because his hands are in the air.
I didn't say he was posing a threat.
I'm asking, okay, so you want him to come out of the car. Why do you want him to come out of the car?
Process safety concerns?
So threat,
Sure.
hands in the air, and we consider that a threat. So client or Mr. Carter is upset that you're asking him to get out of the car.
Objection, speculation.
Is Mr. Carter upset with you?
I'll overrule the objection. He can answer.
Was he upset with you for asking him to get out the car?
I don't know what he was experiencing at the time.
Okay, so he's in the car, he's moving around, hands in the air, but you are feeling officer safety is at issue
In addition to him screaming at me.
while his hands are in the car.
In addition to the tinted windows and a lack of rolling the windows down, yes.
Okay, so tinted windows are threatening?
Tinted windows obscure my visibility in the vehicle, which doesn't safety concern.
Okay, so front windows, are they tinted to the extent of being unlawful?
I don't know. I never know. Tint me around.
Okay. So at some point, you're asking him to get out of the car for officer safety with his hands already being raised, back window down, and he is questioning the validity of the stop. Is that accurate?
I don't recall if those things were happening simultaneously at that point.
Okay. And then, are you saying anything? Do you ask him to get out the car with his hands visible to you?
No, I that's his vehicle.
You order him to exit his vehicle, so you're just simply saying get out of the car?
I'm ordering him to exit the vehicle, yes.
Okay, so what words are you using when you order him to get out the vehicle?
I don't recall the specific verbiage.
Okay, so are you saying it like, hey, Mr. Carter, can you get out the car for me, please?
I object, he said he doesn't recall.
I'm asking the tonality of it.
Rephrase.
Say it again, Your Honor.
I'll sustain the objection. You can rephrase.
What tone were you using when you asked him to get out of the car? So you're in full uniform,
Yes,
kind of dressed like you are today?
yes,
Okay. You have a squad car,
yes,
fully marked squad car?
yes,
Okay, with the bumper thingy on the front?
yes,
Okay. And my client, is he, you approach his window on the passenger side?
yes.
You come around to the driver's side. Where are your hands when you're doing this?
I don't recall.
Are your hands on your weapon?
I don't recall.
And then at some point, my client pulls off, correct? Then this would be after you ask him to get out the car.
Order them, yes, yes.
Okay. Asked, ordered. Okay. After you gave this command, can we use the word command?
Mhm.
That's when he decided that he drove off. Is that fair? Yes?
Yes.
So prior to this, he was there, he was talking to you.
He's talking and yelling at me.
Okay. While you were commanding him to do things.
In totality, or what?
You said you were giving him commands to roll down the window, command to get out of the car, command to provide you with items, correct? Yes? No?
Say it again?
You were giving him commands, correct? I can use the word you like. You were giving him orders.
I'm fine with command as well.
Okay. Were you giving him orders?
Yes.
Okay. Now, at some point, the vehicle does come to a stop, correct? He gets out the car, correct?
Where are you at in time, then?
After the car stopped. Car comes to a stop.
Stop?
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about before or after he decided to take off at high
So he-
speed?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, because we got confused with the order. So you've given him orders
And there it is. The officer's key conclusion. The defendant's behavior was unusual from the moment he fled. That single word can heavily influence how a judge views credibility and danger. But should unusual behavior automatically equal probable cause? Tell me what you think.
given him orders and he pulls off, correct?
Yes.
At some point, the car comes to a stop, correct?
Eventually, yes.
Eventually, it comes to a stop. And he gets out the car, correct?
He opens the door. I don't know. He doesn't get out now.
He doesn't get out the car?
Not that I recall now.
You testified that once he stopped the car, he gets out the car.
I'm confused as to where you're at. Are you at the very end right now?
I'll be more specific. So you're giving commands, correct?
Yes.
The client does not, according to you, honor those commands, correct?
This is the initial traffic.
At the initial traffic start. We're coming back to that.
Yes.
And then you say he pulled off, correct? He drove away from you.
Speed.
Okay.
Yes.
So he drove away from you, correct?
Yes.
At some point, that driving stopped. Yes?
Yes.
And at some point, does he get out of the car?
Yes.
Okay. So he gets out the car, correct?
Yes.
Once he gets out the car, does he say stuff to you?
Yes.
And what is he saying?
He's screaming to the effect of kill me, shoot me, tase me.
Did he appear to be mentally sound at that time?
Objection. Speculation.
Sustained.
Your Honor, his whole testimony is speculation, but okay, let's
No,
not.
it's not. Don't even try to put that on the record.
I won't, Your
Ask
Honor.
your next question.
I will ask my next question. So at that point, you said, how many years have you been an officer for?
Doing that.
And during that time frame, is it common for somebody to get out the car and ask for you to shoot them? Is it common?
No.
Is it common for them to yell, tase me?
No.
Okay, so at this point, he's acting different than your usual stop, correct?
Not at that point. I'd say the moment he fled from my stop, he was acting unusual. Yes.
Have you ever arrested anybody for fleeing and eluding before?
Yes.
Okay, so at the end of this particular fleeing and eluding, when you do catch up with him, is he acting like your typical defendant or arrestee?
I would say yes.
Okay, so by yelling, kill me, tase me, all this stuff, that is what they typically do?
You look at the specifics, the abnormal behavior is typical, yes.
Okay, so in this particular case, he's yelling things at you that you don't typically hear. Correct? You just said it wasn't typically what you hear.
Okay.
I'm asking. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Were you concerned for him at this time or no?
In what capacity?
As far as his actual capacity to understand the gravity of what was going on. Did you have any concerns about that?
My concern was my safety at the time.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Going back to the initial stop. So at the very beginning, when you stopped him and you walk around, do you ask him to roll down the passenger window?
I don't recall.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I have no further questions.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you may step down. Thank you, officer.
No, I have no additional witnesses.
Any witnesses for the defense?
No, Your Honor. No, thank you.
Now, at this time, people would move the bind over as to the charge counts 1, 2, and 3. Police officer fleeing in the 3rd degree, police officer assaulting, resisting, or obstructing, as well as malicious destruction of fire or police property. I do believe that we have shown by probable cause each of those offenses and ask the court to bind it over and let this case proceed to trial.
Response.
Your Honor, I'd ask that this case not be bound over. I argue that the prosecution has not met its probable cause burden in showing that the crime was committed and that my client was likely committed it at car charges. And I would simply ask that you not bind it over.
In the court, listening to the testimony of Officer Perret, what is very clear from the factual circumstances is immediately upon the officer's contact with the defendant is not complying with what are lawful requests and lawful orders of the officer in this case, then attempts to flee and elude, and he does so through a zone with a limited speed limit, where the speed limit was less than 35 miles per hour, and continues to attempt to speed through that area as testified to by Officer Parrott, trying to flee the interaction with the officer. So the court does find that people have sustained their burden as it regards fleeing and eluding third degree. Also, based upon the testimony, the court would find that people have sustained their burden as to count 2, the assaulting, resisting, and obstructing a police officer, as well as once the officer had the defendant in a particular case, the defendant takes his vehicle and rams it. Really is only going to take once, but does ram it into the police and fire property. In that case, is that the officer was driving, which was that police car. And also, while the officer was closing the gap to prevent less damage to his vehicle, as well as the potential for less injury, the defendant also then continued to attempt to destroy police and fire property. For those reasons, the court would find that the people have sustained a burden, would bind the defendant over to stand trial on counts 1, 2, and 3, with count 4 following. As to the arraignment,
Thank you, Your Honor. My client was stand mute to the charges.
then in every way, formal reading, standing mute to all charges. Court will enter a not guilty plea as to all 4 counts. Pretrial in this matter will be set for
October 20th at 1:30, Judge Hammoud.
October 20th, 2025, 1:30 for Judge Hammoud.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank you. Can't take you in twice in a while. Yeah. What does it mean? Don't make sure. In the courtroom.
So this is Miss Feltes.
Mr. Denowith around. I would hear your next case, but I can't take Cannon twice in a row.
No,
Your
Judge,
Honor,
it's
I'm
good.
going to find.
What?
I'll go find Mr. Dunlap.
Oh,
Got it. Thank you.
What'd you say? That was rough. Hey, I got to need a break. I start hearing things. So which one's Dennis?
This one.
Okay.